Alright, let's jump into the game. Why are they super strong dinosaurs? Oh, because Snaking's on the team. Alright, whatever, that's fine. Um,
Radiant team back.
Alright, so this is the NEL. It's Tuesday night. We've got, let's see, who are the people in this game? I just jumped on and I saw that there was a game live. And I was like, Arteezy, give me the password. So I jumped in and I was like, yes, I made it. Excellent. So there's that. What do we got? Mason, Clairvoyance, TC, Demon, and Arteezy. It's a pretty stacked lineup. Versus PPD, Fogged, Universe 1437, and Snaking. Holy crap. There are... Okay. Well, actually, they can't hear you on Skype, so I'll have to change that. My apologies, Capitalist. We'll get that fixed.
5 seconds
Right.
remaining.
No, it's not you. It's me. It's me. It's okay. Now they can hear you. Now they can hear you on stream.
Oh,
Reserve time.
very well.
So that's just VAC and me not actually getting it going, so apologies. But everything's good now. How are you tonight, Cap?
I'm good. I am good. I'm not working today,
That's good.
and so I've just been playing Dota like all day long.
Well, I mean,
All day long.
I can't do that. I can't play Dota all day long because I feel like if I play 2 games, then I get frustrated and I just don't want to play video games ever again. I'm just like, well, I just lost both of those games in like 60 minutes. I don't really hate myself, so why am I doing this again? It's like
I heard you play some NEL for the first time.
I did. It was awful.
How'd it go?
Terrible. Really bad. It's like I always get like stage fright, I think, when I'm playing. Like, I'm not retarded when I play matchmaking with my friends, even in very high. But when I play like NEL, I swear to God, it's just like the worst thing ever. 10 minutes in the game, I'm not even level 6 as an Enigma yet. And my farm's awful. I barely have a soul ring. But I got a Blink Dagger eventually at like 20 minutes in the game. I got a couple of good black holes, so I was pretty happy about that. But
Nice.
other than that, it was pretty terrible. I mean, listen, I'll come back stronger than ever.
Yeah, you just gotta play more of them. You just gotta play more of them, get over that stage fright, and you're good.
You know, I'm gonna blame Ryu Bruce for making me play. He's like, Mott play. He kept spamming it in NAL. I'm just like, do I really want? It's fine. I'm sure nothing bad can happen. Well, I was wrong. Many bad things happened.
Did you stream it on Neo Dota?
I did. That was even worse. People were like, "Ha, noob, scrub. You can't even play Dota. Ha, you suck." And I'm just like, I hate my life.
See, that's always the big leap there.
Yes.
Is that as a caster, you already get enough shit.
Radiant team.
Well,
But
I
then
mean,
you have to you actually play in front of people, and people get to critique every little move, even though 99% of them probably aren't better than you.
That's true. It's very true. It's like how. It's just they should not be able to do that. They should not be able to, like, look at you that in depth and be like, "Well, here's what you did wrong in that last engagement." And it's like I made one mistake. Like I moved in like a one bad position, and you called me out for it. They like every single little detail they scrutinize to the nth degree, and I'm just like, you know what? Why don't you guys play, huh? How come you're not vouched? And then they all say, well, I don't have any friends who are professionals. And I'm just like, whatever. I don't care.
Yeah. Because once you start challenging the chat, then you have to like 1v1 every single person in the chat.
Yeah.
I swear, like someday, like I'm not a mid player, but someday I'm gonna just that's gonna happen. I'm just gonna get fed up with the chat. Like, fuck you guys! 1v1 every single one of you motherfuckers now.
That's when the chat turns on you. You can't do that, man. You know you can't do that. They'll just be like,
Reserve time.
alright, he's going down. That's when they just start getting aggressive and they start going crazy, and it gets worse than any Dota up in there, and then they start flaming you and it gets awful.
Dire team ban.
But it's okay, because we haven't reached that point, either of us. At some point in the near future, I'm sure it'll happen, at least for me. But, you know, it's fine, I'm sure, for right now.
Dire team ban.
Well, we do have NEL action. We have some heroes. There's an Elder Titan going on one side already, so that's good. I like the Slark coming out, and that's probably going to be a Mason Slark. We see that very often. It's a hero that he really likes to play. It's a lot of aggressiveness coming out from their side. But who is a decent matchup against an Elder Titan mid? Do you think that anybody can really go up against him and do a decent job, or is Elder Titan the end-all be-all mid right now?
No. Viper.
Yes.
That's what we saw last game. Is what happened is basically now this time Mason isn't doing it this time. I think Mason drafted. He drafted last time, and they picked up the Abaddon. There it is. He just got picked it up. But he picked up Abaddon Weaver in the very beginning. I was like, that's a really strong starting combo because you can do an aggressive tri-lane. You can do a dual lane your off lane, which is one of the rare situations where that's actually successful.
Right.
And you can get really greedy with your lanes, or you can go do a defensive tri-lane if they go aggro on you. And any of those, like, just starting your draft out with so many different options like that, and especially the dual lane off lane is one of those options that very, very few combos can do successfully, and it's because of the Abaddon.
Mm-hmm.
And then they picked up like a hard carry Luna and a Viper mid, and just like they won pretty much every single lane.
That's pretty damn good. That's always nice to have. I mean, it was like a 10-minute game or something, or how long was the game?
No, I mean it went a little bit longer. They messed up their lanes a little bit, but just because of the draft. Like I said from the beginning, it was like this is a much better draft, and even though they made some mistakes, I think the draft carried them pretty heavily. And it was like a 25-minute game probably.
That's still a pretty quick game, obviously for the NEL. It's about average, but that's still pretty good. Yeah, I mean, there's not a whole lot of games, I think, in the NEL that you really win outright in the draft. They happen from time to time. But I think a lot of the players in here that are drafting are so good, in terms of knowing what the meta is, that, they really won't lose. You look at the Dire team right now, and they have that Abaddon. They have, I guess, the potential to roam a lot of different heroes in different lanes. Yeah, but you look at Super Strong Dinosaurs, I guess, the Radiant team. They've got the Elder Titan. They've got the Darkseer. Darkseer is going to require levels. He'll probably be in an offlane scenario, or he'll probably maybe even start in the jungle, even though they have an Enchantress. They have the Elder Titan who's going to go mid, more likely than not. They've got the Mirana. Nothing to combo up with it yet, though. I mean, they have the Enchant, which is the slow, but they need some sort of disable like a Bane, which is still available, mind you, or even, I guess, a Shadow Demon works as well. You don't have to do that, but it's nice to have something to combo up with Mirana. Maybe the Sleep, though. The Sleep could work, too, but that's going to take a while to get to.
Yeah, I mean, and just, like, look at the different options. Like, normally, once you have your fifth pick, you're waiting on your fifth pick. Like, normally your lanes aren't really that open.
10 seconds.
The most options you have is defensive or aggressive tri-lane. That's pretty much it. Like, there's not much switching around once you are waiting on your fifth. But here, you could look at it. They could go an aggressive tri-lane and go for a solo top, a solo safe lane. They could go dual lanes, the Abaddon Weaver and the Troll Naga Siren, which is what I'm guessing they're going to do.
Right.
You just have so many different options when you pick up Weaver and Abaddon together.
Here's what I'm thinking for the Dire team. I'm thinking aggro with Naga, Weaver, Abaddon, Troll mid, Slark solo top, because I know Mason loves to have solo safe lane farm and a Slark. But they can definitely change it around. And meanwhile, Naga, Weaver, Abaddon is actually a pretty decent aggressive tri-lane, I feel like. It'll be tough, but I don't know. I'm not sure. They said they have a lot of options here. Like you mentioned, which is the really great thing about drafting these kind of heroes, is that they can move everything around. And that makes it so that you don't get drafted into a corner, which a lot of people have trouble with. With Super Strong Dinosaurs, you expect a support to be coming out from them right now because they kind of did draft themselves into a corner. Everything's kind of easy to tell what's happening here, at least from my opinion, from my standpoint. So we'll see what they go for in a minute and 10 seconds.
Yeah, I mean, all they have left is really, I think they need some sort of mid-game oriented support. Otherwise, Slark and Troll are just going to be able to roll over them because the Abaddon's so good at being able to accentuate some of the like aggressive heroes. Like a Weaver is a decently aggressive hero, but then you put an Abaddon with it, and all of a sudden you're able to dive towers just nonstop. Same goes with Slark and Troll. And I was going to say some sort of melee initiator. I was thinking Sand King personally to go with the Mirana. It's a good combo, but here they're going to go Earthshaker, which is I think it's fine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think
Earthshaker's more of a wombo combo hero though, and Sand King's more constantly in team fights.
Either way, I mean, Sand King or Earthshaker is going to work well because you've got that vacuum from the Darkseer. If you get a vacuum into an Epicenter, or excuse me, Echo Slam, gosh, that was bad. I was thinking about Sand King, but if you get a vacuum into the Echo Slam, it's going to do some decent damage. Plus, they have plenty of AoE damage from the Astral Spirit and, of course, from the Starstorm already. So there's a lot of damage coming out for them in terms of their team fight potential. I don't know. I like both teams pretty equally here. I think that both teams are really strong, and it's going to come down to individual play, and there's a heck of a lot of that in this game.
10 seconds.
Yeah, absolutely. Something about the lanes you mentioned for the Dire side. is that Slark won't be able to do well. Like, Slark is, when you first pick up Slark, you think he's going to be mid here, but what you were talking about, Troll mid, Troll's a much better mid versus Elder Titan. So I think that you're talking about the aggressive tri-lane. I think that's what they're going to go for here.
Yeah.
Just because, like, Slark's good versus melee heroes normally, but an Elder Titan gain, like, you being able to steal stats from an Elder Titan is not going to change the fact that he's going to throw his spirit out and beat you up. Like, he just gets so much extra damage from that, then you being able to steal a little bit of damage from him with those auto attacks is not going to change the lane.
Yeah.
So Troll at least has the Whirling Axes to fall back on, and that miss percentage chance.
Right. I mean, either way, Troll he's been strong mid, I think, a lot of the time that we've seen him as of recently, and he will continue to be strong mid, and he's got a lot of utility in terms of what he can get. He's got bashes, he's got the mischance, like you mentioned, he's got plenty of damage coming out, he's got range, he's got melee options, so there's a lot of options here for Troll Warlord, which makes him a really versatile mid. He's going to go for the, of course, Berserker's Rage first, which grants him that utility to either go melee or range, and of course grants the just a lot of different stuff, including bashes, which is nice to have. But we are going to jump into the games. The first game that I hear on Neo Dota, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Mont. With me tonight is Capitalist. I'll go ahead and introduce the Radiant side. On the Radiant, we've got Snaking up in the top lane on the Darkseer. Mid lane is going to be 1437 on the Elder Titan. Bottom lane, already might be some initiation here on Universe. He's trying to get out. Riptide, Chikuchi. Arrow's going to fly and miss. Still trying to get away. Is he going to go down? It looks like he might. No! The tower's going to... Oh, nice. Fisher coming out as well. TC taking more damage. He's got Chikuchi. The Sentry Ward's on the ground, but a little bit out of range now. Fog trying to chase. He's got Arrow in 1 second. Arteezy's trying to block him in. And that should be the end of the aggression. TC pops up a salve nicely in time. They're still going, though. TC's going to get his salve canceled. Here's the Abaddon coming down as well. They cannot fight anymore. Universe should have backed off. The Chikuchi's going to go. There's the Riptide. That is first blood coming out now. Fisher's going to fly from PPD. That may save his life. The stun duration not that long, however, as it does scale up with levels. But that, oh, there's going to be a Photic Shield. Chikuchi dive as well. TC might go down from this. He will. In the end, they will grab the kill, but a little bit of a misplay from TC. And now Demon taking a lot of tower damage. He'll be fine. Of course, he has a Photic Shield, and he'll be able to get out just fine. Now we'll keep going for, I guess, the rest of the introductions. Fogged on the Mirana. PPD was on the Earthshaker. Universe was on the Enchantress. That is going to be it for them. Cap, I guess if you want to do the Dire team here, and we'll talk about First Blood, I guess.
Alright, well, we got Mason on Slark. Clairvoyance is going to be on that Troll mid. TC's the Weaver. Demon on the Abaddon, and Arteezy is going to be on that Naga Siren. You know, they started out so well. Like, Fog just, for whatever reason, was refusing to try and throw an arrow. And they started out so well. Now Clairvoyance being able to pick up 1437. I don't even know how that happens when Troll has, like, no damage on him whatsoever.
Bashes, I think.
I guess so.
Yeah, that's pretty good, but... You know, 1437 will get back in just fine. He's got Astral Spirit. He's got to get levels. He's got to be pretty... You know, Clairvoyance is going to be aggressive here on the Troll Warlord. I feel like if 1437 stays back and throws up his Astral Spirits to try to get last hit, you know, he'll be able to roam in eventually when he gets more damage, but... Oh, and there's another kill going, and Fogged is actually going to trade his life away. He'll grab the kill on Arteezy, but TC will turn around and grab the kill on Fogged, which is a good trade, I feel like. If TC's going to grab that kill, it's pretty nice for him to get early on here.
Yeah, I mean, they are dealing up against... Like, normally that would be worth it. Being able to trade, especially since TC is able to pick up the last hit on Fogged, and him hitting level 3 gives TC a lot more experience from that kill. But they're also dealing with an aggressive tri-lane, so if they can trade, they've got the jungler to be able to fall back on that they're getting extra golden experience from. And TC might be in a bit of trouble.
Oh, nice Fisher. But the arrow misses again. TC in trouble. Will he go down? Yes, the right click from Universe is enough. And that Fisher just barely hitting, but now Universe getting chased away. Arteezy, he's going to, of course, use that Nature's Attendance. Arteezy trying to go after him. Riptide in 1 second. He may use it, and he's not going to use it anyway, so he's actually going to all-chat before he does. There's the Aphotic Shield Miscoil as well. They can't dive this. Maybe if he didn't all-chat, they might be doing a little bit better for themselves. Arrow missing again. Now Fogged in trouble. Aphotic Shield's going to fly. Arteezy taking more damage here. Out of mana. Nature's Attendant, excuse me, Chance going to fly. Tower damage is going. Miscoil as well. The right click coming from PPD. No mana for a stun. Aphotic Shield again. Chikuchi. Now Universe in trouble as well as PPD. They all might go down here. Arteezy trying to use. There's a double kill coming out from TC. Can he get the last one? Triple kill. That is huge. That's ridiculous. That's not good.
Oh yeah, I mean this is just both of those. Even though it's a double melee support, both of those melees work so well with Weaver. It's just crazy. And now this teleport in, Like, look at Demon.
advisable.
He blocked Fog from being able to go into the back camp just to be able to do a little bit of extra damage to him.
Yeah, so Fogged already is having a tough time. I mean, that's an aggressive GG coming out from Clairvoyance. I don't know, but he's actually doing okay mid. He's got 14 last hits, 13 from, of course, 1437, 1437 in the mid lane. Mason in the top lane sitting at 12, but this aggressive tri lane is going to be the story of the game if they continue up this pressure. And TC is not somebody you want to have to feed early on in the game and deal with like that, because TC is going to make most people punish. He's just so damn good at this game in every single facet of it.
Yeah, absolutely, and especially the Weaver. Like, if you're able to pick up an early Linken's and just turn into... I mean, the Abaddon is already going to give you so much survivability. If you are able to pick up those early stat items, it's just going to make you huge, and you're never going to die.
Yeah, and, well, I mean, now TC goes again on Fogged. Fogged, he's got Leap Away. He might use it if he's in some trouble, but he'll be fine. He's going to head back to the tower right now. There's a rotation mid. Clairvoyance, I think, was getting ganked. There's actually a dive. They want this courier. Snaking is... That is inadvisable. He has the haste, however, so I guess he can get away with that kind of aggressive play. Clairvoyance, whirling axes, snaking, trying to chase after Clairvoyance right now. Iron Shell, Battle Trance going for Clairvoyance. There's the whirling axe, the stun. They grab the kill for Clairvoyance with one right click. Somehow, snaking being snaking, and of course, just feeding himself to Clairvoyance is not a good idea.
Yeah, I mean, he's only level 5. Ion Shell, like, Troll can easily outdamage that. I don't know why he tried to man up on that Troll like that, but it's pretty silly all around.
Yeah, I mean, that's just kind of Snaking's type of play. I mean, it's interesting. Clairvoyance is doing a very nice job here mid. 1437's on an Elder Titan who should do okay here. Now 1437 getting bashed again. Clairvoyance is kind of getting away here with Murder. I mean, he's got 23 last hits down in the bottom lane right now. Arrow's going RTZ, but the miscoil. They're going to grab the kill as TC gets it on the backside here. RTZ, Aphotic Shield's going to go. No Mana Force stun coming out from the Earthshaker. Universe is knowing Nature's attendance right now. He's going to get dove here with the Shikuchi. Do they have enough to grab the kill? Gemini attack might go. TC's going to time-lapse out as well. That's a double kill again. Now they're diving PPD. He's got Mana Force stun. He's going to have to use it. It's going to hit on Demon. Demon has a miscoil, but no Aphotic Shield right now. Riptide's going in. Starstorm from Fogged. Now the miscoil from Arteezy. Demon sitting behind. Now there's the arrow as well. They'll grab the kill. Can they get PPD? Yes. Triple kill for TC right now. There's trading every which way in this lane. TP's coming in from everywhere. Now, TC should be able to get out just fine. And he's the one that really needs to get focused down here. He's taking so many kills. He's getting so many dives here, and it's going exactly his way.
Yeah, it's just so easy for you to be able to dive these towers with an Abaddon, especially one that, since they were able to pick up those early kills, now has vast levels. He's actually, you look at his build, I really like this build on Abaddon, whether you go for more levels in the Aphotic Shield or more levels in the Miscoil. I feel that's the best way to run Abaddon, especially in this situation where your allies are depending so much. Every point of heal is actually really, really important. And here, like, the 50 extra damage that you're going to be getting from your heal is greater than the 30 that you get from shield. Like, even if it allows you to be a little bit more, have a little bit more nuking damage when your shield pops, it's still better just to keep the Weaver alive. And so he's maxing out his heal as much as possible.
I agree with you 100% because it allows you for the other heroes in the lane to say kind of just like, okay, just survive in your own way. I'll give you miscoil, but you do what you need to do to grab kills, and that's all you need to do. You don't have to do anything crazy. Now up in the mid lane right now, whirling axes. Clairvoyance. He's not going to get... Oh, he is blocked in right now. He is blocked in. There's the battle trance going right now. Arrow coming in from Fogged is going to hit. Now chasing after Arteezy. Arteezy has no song, of course. He's on level 4. Astral Spirit's going to fly as well. Starstorm, that'll grab the kill. And now they're coming back into it there. I mean, that's a good 2 kills right now. They need to keep getting that. Of course, down at the bottom lane, TC continues to farm away. And this is going to be the story of the game here early on. He's already got his Perseverance at 7 minutes and 30 seconds, so he's already kind of close to his Linken's at a certain extent.
Yeah, I mean, he's... Especially once they take this tier 1 tower, if he gets the last hit on it, he's going to be getting huge. And it's no surprise. Like, that's why, also another reason why I would prefer Sand King. Like, Earthshaker is such, you have to hit a beautiful... Like, granted, if you hit the perfect Fissure, you'll be able to make a much easier kill for yourself. But Sand King, it has that constant... Like, you saw how many times in this bottom team fight, Earthshaker has just been sitting there. Just waiting for mana, waiting for Fissure to come up. Sand King's much more aggressive and has those constant nukes being thrown out. It's a lower cooldown. He has a greater mana pool. It doesn't cost nearly as much.
Right.
All around, I just feel that it's much, much better for the early game, which is something they had to worry about.
Yeah, absolutely. Mid lane, nice kill from Fog. He hits the arrow as Clairvoyance was standing still. I agree with you. I think Sand King is a pretty good hero on this facet. I like his stun a little bit better because you can get yourself out of harm's way. Whereas if it's a stun and it also gives you, of course, that movement. PPD, he's got Fissure, which helps in certain scenarios, but he can really only hit one, and then he pretty much has all of his mana gone. Is what it seems like at least. But obviously that might not necessarily be the case. Snaking says exactly what we've been thinking for the past couple of minutes here. They've got a Weaver problem. They absolutely do. TC is going hard this game.
Yeah, and their only hope is, I mean, Fog is able to pick up. He's picked up actually quite a few kills, surprisingly, since his lane has gone so terribly. But
yeah, and he's traded though. That's the thing. He dies a lot of the time. He grabs kills. So either way, they're going to go on mid right now. Clairvoyance is going to get ensnared. Fisher's going to hit as well. Arrow's going to fly. Clairvoyance maybe in a little bit of trouble here. Enchant's not going to fly, but they will grab the kill. That's Universe getting it. TC chasing after with Shukuchi. He's got a Photic on him as well. Fog's already kind of low. Nature's Attendance is going to fly. They got to kill these bugs. TC's going to dive either way. Nice enchant from PPD in tower range. Impetus is going to fly. He's got to use his time lapse. Fisher on Demon. He's got borrowed time already used there, and he denies himself. Nicely done from Demon there. And it seems, that deny is not super hard to do. I think that's one of the easiest heroes to deny with, but, that's a pretty good play regardless.
I don't know if this is some really weird bug or if Clairvoyance is just trying to avoid the fact that he does actually have a courier in his inventory. He accidentally bought one, I believe.
Yep. That's not good. I don't know what that's there for. He's just going to carry it around with him. If only it provided stats. Yeah, MSS is going to bring it to everyone's attention.
Whoa, man.
Dark Pact. Arrow flying. Fog missing that one again. Well, if he says
I mean,
so.
Clairvoyance is a pretty big troll.
He said graphic glitch, man. I don't know.
Alright, apparently.
You have a courier, dude. Bobo always just says it straightforward, so I don't know.
Yeah, I want to see him. I want to see him press his 6 hockey, and if anything happens.
I mean, I think he's got it. I think he just doesn't want to admit it. Mason might get arrowed. He will. Nice vacuum back into that arrow, but Shadow Dance, we had like 10 HP left. Mason trying to get out, search from Fog. There's no arrow. He's going to try to get his Starstorm. There's going to be the Aphotic Shield and the Mist Coil from Demon. He's back to half health right now. They're going to chase after, but they've got the Moonlight Shadow. They want to initiate on this. Do they have any Sentry Wards? Not on anybody here, it looks like. Fog looking for some sort of arrow on somebody. Demon has borrowed time, so they might not want to go on him. Regardless, it's going to be difficult to get either of these kills. Here comes 1437 as well. He has no Stomp. Demon's going to get body blocked. Nice block in as well. He's going to try to TP out, and he's not going to make it. There's the arrow. The Echo Slam as well. Aphotic Shield does not matter. Mason pouncing him up now. There's no Sentry Ward to the ground. Astral Spirit. Clairvoyance to the backside with a Whirling Axe is grabbing a kill. Now, there's the Starstorm grabbing a couple kills. Double kill for them. Can they grab another one? Yes. They'll grab our TZ. And on the backside, though, TC's coming here to try to clean up. But this might not be a good idea. I don't think they've got any vision. He's going to Shukuchi away. Yeah, Universe doesn't have anything. So, in the end, it's a 4-for-2 trade. And the Radiant doing a nice job of getting back into this.
Yeah, I mean, that's the power of... I mean, the biggest thing here is these early team fights. Okay. Well, that's a first splitter.
Yeah, it is.
1437, like, that early level, having natural order maxed out, like, nobody has any extra magic armor or physical armor right now, so all of them are taking the full damage from all these auto attacks and all these nukes, and especially with, like, Mirana, because she's gotten some decent amount of levels, like, has maxed out Starstorm, has some couple levels in that arrow. She actually hits very, very hard, and so these team fights are something that the Dire side want to avoid for now. Like, give it 8-10 minutes, and oh yeah, just force lots and lots of team fights. You'll have a big troll, Weaver will be looking pretty strong, and Slark will be moving around trying to gank heroes left and right. But for right now, those that Elder Titan is just such a huge factor in these early team fights. They just need to stay away from him.
Yeah, they really do. He's just walking around. He's like, alright, I got my natural order right now. My team's hitting like a truck. Everything's going well. Clairvoyance has been pretty aggressive in the past couple of minutes. And they do have the Abaddon, which is nice. But in the end, they need some more time. They need more farm, like you said. They kind of just need to say, let's chill. Let's relax. Well, that's kind of an insult.
Felony Jr.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Shout out to Felony. What a guy that guy is. But, well, yeah, where did his career go? Where is he? Where's this guy in the first
Did he
place?
sell it? Oh man, we didn't keep a look at him. Because we would have known. We would have known if it was just a graphical glitch or if we saw that gold pop up from him selling
He's gonna
it.
say he didn't have one. I know he's gonna say he didn't have one. Listen, clairvoyance, you can't hide. We know what happened here, buddy.
We've all seen it.
It's done now. Can't throw. Okay. Well, I mean that. I don't think anyone was asking you to. Well, either way.
Orange went Midas. They had a chance. Oh, okay.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Well, is that a Darkseer Midas? No, he.
So more and more,
Dire's bottom tower
this has
under
become more and more standard. Is one level in Fervor and maxing out Berserker's Rage.
Yeah, actually, I mean, I was talking to somebody about this last night. Berserker's Rage is good. You know, you don't necessarily need the point in Fervor. I feel like you get a lot more coming out from the Berserker's Rage. And it seems just to work better, at least in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, Fervor isn't really necessarily the greatest thing to max out. Like, the chance of you actually getting in that many auto attacks and that many stacks, it's not very likely early on in the game. Later in the game, yes.
Stomp. Oh, Mason. He's going to get hit up with that. Earth Splitter's going to fly. Fisher up on Mason. That's not going to hit with the Earth Splitter, but RTZ in trouble. He tried a song. It looks like it didn't work out for him. Astral Spirit, Wall, Vacuum in as well. Clairvoyant's in trouble. Snaking, chasing after him. He's pounced up. The leash is on him now. Search forward. Can he get a kill? Can he get anything going right now? There's the Mist Coil. Clairvoyance with the Aphotic Shields trying to break it here. Mason getting chased after now. He's got, of course, no Shadow Dance, but he will leap away onto the low ground now. TC getting focused. The impetus damage. No time lapse as the PPD Fisher comes out as well. And that's going to be the end of the engagement. It looks like it's a 1-for-1 trade as 1437 goes down in the end. Well, that's fine.
Yeah, Snake King never popped his mech to save Elder Titan, but it was still a good engagement. As long as he doesn't go down here.
Nice arrow, wow. Oh, no song. And he echoed. Okay, PPD. Alright. We saw that, let's be honest here.
So many ults wasted. That was actually a great team fight, yeah. Like, that Naga ult being down now for 170 seconds, and they got the kill.
It's pretty great. I think they actually have room to Roche now if they want to. Actually, because they're going to be alive pretty soon, maybe not. But, and then I don't even know if they have enough damage. They do have Impetus, which might be something to work with. They don't have a medallion on anybody, I don't think. No medallion, okay. No medallion on either side, which is not super surprising, but it happens.
Earthshaker's one of those heroes, like, again, you compare it to Sand King, like the two melee initiators that are most prevalent. You compare it to a Sand King is able to farm up much faster, because he has a lot more survivability in team fights because of his ability to Sandstorm, and he's also much farther forward because he has more survivability. He can be farther forward in lanes and farm up more aggressively, so he picks up a faster Blink Dagger. Earthshaker, really dependent on how team fights go. That's where a majority of your gold is going to be coming up. Like, most of the time, you're not going to be sitting in a lane farming up all 2,000 gold. Like, you may be doing it every once in a while, but you're out of the team fight. Most of the time, that farm is required for other carries. So the fact that these team fights are going so well, despite the tri-lane failure, it's really good for Peter. Like, Peter being able to, like, he already has mana boots, 600 gold. It's not the greatest, but considering their start, he's on his way to be able to pick up a Blink Dagger about 25 minutes in.
Yeah, that's something that's actually pretty surprising. You mentioned how poorly that tri-lane did go. I mean, they were almost on the verge of feeding, I think, for a long period of time. Oh, wow. Mason canceling the sleep there, coming out. 1437 in trouble. He'll grab the kill. No, it's TC. Arrow is going to miss as well. MSS calling out what we already know. He's well, I don't know if he's close to getting it. I mean, he's like 1,500 gold away, so...
Yeah, I think he's trying to put the Dire on edge. Just be like, he's just about to pick up that Blink Dagger.
Man, he can get into your head. I can understand that. Because, listen, I was playing that game as Enigma yesterday, and MSS was just... He was flaming me hard. Him and Dark Falco, dude, and I just... I can't play anymore. I'm done. That's it. I'm retired. Well,
I played a game... I somehow soloed into a Blitz, Purge, Sheever, Jaw, and Dark Falco stack.
Pretty good. Damn.
Yeah, I don't know how I soloed into that. Oh, nice kill on Mason.
Yeah, they will grab it. The Starstorm going as well right now. Starfall, whatever it's called. Arrow's going to fly. Clairvoyance takes one for the team as RTZ just kind of stops for a moment. The wall was on the ground. They didn't, of course, have a vacuum back into it, I don't think. And 1437 just going to town. That's the Astral Spirit. What? A sleep going in on him and Demon, on Clairvoyance and Demon. There's going to be, of course, the Earth Splitter hitting. Demon's going to use his borrowed time, which is nice. The arrow is going to fly and hit a Clairvoyance again. Now there's the Fisher. Mirana grabbing the kill on the Abaddon. Now they have to back off behind the Tier 3 tower. They're going to try to go for Tier 2 here in a moment as the creep wave is coming in. And if they can take this down, they'll be in a good position. Meanwhile, TC Split pushing. He is farming away. His Lincolns has taken a little bit longer than expected because he had that 7-minute perseverance. But, you know, his farm kind of stagnated a little bit. He does have his Lincoln Tower, but actually it's still pretty damn good at 17 minutes of the game. I'm not going to lie. It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
I was about to say, like, TC's got to be pissed. Like, he started off so well. He's picking up, you know, Lincolns. It's a little bit slower than, like you said, we would have thought, especially considering the number of kills, but it's still pretty early. 18-minute Lincolns and treads.
Oh my god. He just echoed him and didn't do anything at all.
I guess he really wanted those creeps. Like, he wasn't going to get that kill, so we must have been thinking, you know what, just, I'm going to use it. Because really, before you have Blink Dagger, Echo Slam is not that good of an ability. You can throw it just to scare back a carry or something like that.
Whoa, TC, time-lapse not available. He's going to get PBD, but at the cost of his own life. No! Disjoints the tower hit with the Shikuchi, or not.
Oh my god, TC.
Come on, buddy.
I can't believe he ran back into the tower range like that. I was expecting him to, like, because everybody's expecting you to go right in that situation, just to have him juke left and teleport as soon as possible. Even if it's in vision, just hope they can't get in range. Because they're melee heroes, so it's not like they have any fast nukes to throw out.
Well, either way, I mean, that was a weird series of events regardless. So...
Oh man, you've almost got Scythe Device. Nice teleport by, oh man, Snaking even blows the wall for that one. Arteezy instantly teleported after the vacuum. And because how quickly he did it, he just barely got out with like 50 health.
Well. Jubei flamed me yesterday, actually after I flamed him. I don't know, he probably doesn't remember it. Who knows? Listen, this is important. I need to make sure that everyone is cool with me in the NEL. Otherwise, I'm not going to be respected.
Oh, you know what? You don't have to worry about flaming Jubei. I think he flames enough people for no reason that I don't think he really gets upset when he gets flamed.
Well, I don't know. I'm gonna say sorry regardless. This is important for me, Cab. I'm sorry.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
All right,
I guess I just don't need those NA Dota ties, so me and Jubei.
Alright. You heard it here first, guys. Cap is just gonna go hard on every single person, ever.
No, it's... Me and Jubei don't go along great together.
Alright.
Okay. I guess I just don't really need him to go along with me. Oh, if he can hit this stomp. Oh, TC's not going to get out. Unfortunately, the arrow was already thrown by Fog.
Oh.
That would have been a great arrow setup by 1437.
Yeah. I mean, well, it's close. They're all playing top now. They look like they want to push in. This is the last tier 2 tower on the map, it looks like.
Radiant's middle tower is
But TP's coming out now for heroes. That's a vacuum. No, wait. You actually can't. That's not a Dark Seer. I don't know what the hell I'm thinking. I can't even see the game anymore. Alright guys, I'm just going to quit casting. TC now getting fished up mid. Miss Coil as well. Vacuum back in onto Claire. Is there an arrow? I don't think there is. He already used it actually. Clairvoyance is hasted up, so they really can't grab that kill. There's a couple heroes roaming through the river right now. Mason is included in those heroes, but it's not going to really amount to anything here. Elder Titan, TC is actually going to TP back mid. And Torn Chieftain. They're going to head back down to Ward here for PPD. Now there might be a big fight mid. I'm not sure what's going to happen here, but Mason, Carwin hard on Fog. Fog in trouble, but the Air Splitter is going to go right now. He's going to do some damage. Bring him back. There's the song going as well. Mason chasing after Fogged. Now RTZ with the song up still. Let's keep our eyes on Fogged. Fog trying to avoid it. Nice juke. Dark Pack's going to go. Is not going to hit. Fog still in trouble. Leap in 5 seconds. Pounce in 1. Fog cannot juke this, I don't think. There's the kill. Nice try there. Anybody else die in that fight? I don't think so. Nope.
No, a couple of people got low, but they were all able to get out. Demon. He's farming really aggressively for not having borrowed time up, but he's going to be able to get out. Yeah, they're just, right now the Dire's just trying to buy time for themselves. That way they can farm up and finish off. Like, once you get a damage dealing item on Weaver, team fights change quite a bit.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, something like Desolator. Snaking is in trouble now. Nice fish from PBD again. Sleep is not going to really do anything there. Clairvoyance trying to chase up to 1437. Astral Spirit going as well. TC should have time-lapse. He absolutely does. 1437 is trying to get out. And he may. He's got Sleep up in 1 second. He might use it if necessary. They're still going after him here. Now there's the Ensnare going on. Oh, nice Echo Slam coming in. Doing a lot of damage. Going to grab the kill on Arteezy. Enchant Totem going as well. Now the TP back in. Fogs. He's got his arrow. He uses it already. Clairvoyance chasing after. Another Enchant. Claire is going to fall. He gets stunned right under the tower. So...
yeah, and the whole entire time TC was chasing 1437 and wasn't able to pick up the kills. So if he had maybe gone with his team, maybe those pickoffs wouldn't have happened. But still, though, he's just going to go back to farm, and that's all he wants. He's like, if the Radiant put themselves in a bad enough position where TC, especially when you push up against a Weaver, like, there's so many good opportunities that once the team fight breaks, once, you know, the enemy team is able to do enough damage that you feel uncomfortable with pushing, that's just a perfect opportunity, like, because there's so much room for Weaver to just chase you down and slowly put out that damage enough to get those pickoffs. That's all the TC's looking for right now, is when they push in and the team fight happens, he just wants to be there for cleaning up a couple of hero kills and going right back to farming. He's got 2,700. Deso's on its way. You combine that with the Troll ultimate, that's going to be a lot of damage outcoming. And really, SSD, really the Radiant, they don't really have a good hard carry that's going to be able to match Weaver's damage.
I think that, you know, and TC is doing exactly what you talked about, and I think that the reason that he's doing that, looking just for pickoffs, is you kind of mentioned it early on. I'm not sure if this is the point where they say we're ready to fight. I think it's not. You see what the Radiant can do with their damage. I think they still need more time. They need more levels. They need more farm, especially with TC getting that damage on him like you messaged. But until he gets that, he's just going to sit in lane, farm, and then, you know, jump in and out with Shukuchi, with his team fight, you know, with his Gemini attack. So until he starts feeling comfortable about that, they're going to just continue to farm here and try to push off and save this aggression coming out from the Radiant side. But the Radiant side, they're not looking to stop anything here. There's an Aghanim Scepter on the Enchantress, which means impetus damage is pretty much revving up right now. Fogs has got almost an MKB at this point, which is very nice for him. That's going to be a lot of early game damage here. Well, mid game, I guess you could say. Scythe is done for the Dark Series. He's also got his mech. If we look at the rest of the items here, the Radiant side are most certainly ahead. And you've got a couple of defensive items coming up from the Dire, but that's about it. Mason doesn't even have a Shadow Blade yet. He's only got Tread's Drum, and that's not really what he needs in terms of damage here, despite the fact that Slark does some decent damage in his own right. Plus, the Elder Titan looks like he's going to be going for Shivas as well. So at this stage in the game, the Radiant, I think, have to keep pressing this advantage and try to keep getting pickoffs or even a Roche, or then just try to fight here. But, you know, we'll see what happens. Oh, Demon. Actually, it's fine. It's not a big deal. Oh, in fact, this is a problem for the Radiant team.
Oh, no.
This is a big problem. Earth Splitter's going to fly, but 1437, Moonlight Shadow is not going to save his life. Mason's going to take damage from that Earth Splitter in the end, but it doesn't really matter. He's going to be down for 47 seconds. Now they actually find Fogged out here, and he was pretty close. They don't have vision of him, it looks like. They don't. Look at that. That's unfortunate. Now Enchantress grabbing a kill on the backside on Clairvoyance. Fogg's going to leap out. He'll make it away as well. The Urn going to go. He's got 2 Urns on him. Arrow's going to fly. Just hitting TC barely on the edge of that. TC's stunned up. He doesn't really care about it, I'm sure. Snaking trying to take the top tier 2 tower, and he should be able to grab the Siege Creeps, doing some work there. There it goes. That's the tower gone. Nicely done. He has to surge himself away or TP out. He's actually just going to TP right now. Mason can't stop this. Nice.
And, you know, I think that in the beginning, yes, I think that Mason should have gone Shadow Blade. I thought that he had enough free farm. His team was doing well enough. That Shadow Blade would be a good pickup. But now, like, honestly, it's just going to be the Radiant grouping up, and Shadow Blade is not going to be that useful because they're already going to have a gem or a bunch of counter words anyway because of your ult. So that Shadow Blade isn't going to give you that much escape.
Yeah, I think they actually just picked up that gem for PvD now. There's going to be a wall on the ground, but in the end, they're going to grab that kill. Relic is up on Weaver. He might be going for what seems to be a Radiance here, and that's going to be a little bit later. I mean, it's probably going to be at 30 minutes. Actually less than that, 28, if it is a Radiance. Your thoughts on that pickup?
You know, I feel that if the Radiant just group up right now and push in, there's nothing that can really stop them. Like, no matter what the dire items. Like, they have, that's the thing about Elder Titan. Wow, nice pickup.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, like, it did, no matter what You're so good at Sujing as an Elder Titan because you have so many different opportunities to be able to throw out the spirit and try for a stomp. And if you hit the stomp, you're going to have a great team fight.
Mm-hmm.
Like you just constantly spam that out until the enemy makes a mistake and gets caught out by it. You get 2 or 3 heroes. You get a really good initiation with Echo Slam and Fisher after that. It's whatever you want. Look at Snaking. The gigantic arrow. That's all they need to do.
Push
just 5 mana
mid.
go forward.
Yeah,
they're,
please
they're
go.
getting picked off too much.
Yeah, they are. And that's exactly what you mentioned earlier. But yeah, they have the stomp, which is huge for 1437, and until they can really stop him from doing that by grabbing either kills, getting some items to do that, they're going to be in a good position. Vacuum back in on Mason. Sentry's on the ground. They should have a gem. Actually, they don't. I thought they gave it to PPD. He brought it up. It's actually on the Enchantress. So they're going to grab the kill. Arrow is going to fly somewhere, and I don't know who that was going on. I'm not really sure what that was about. It doesn't really matter either way. And they're going to try to... They're pinging right here as if to say either go attack it or defend or whoever's doing it. Okay, well...
Yeah, they don't want to do Roche right now because TC will be able to take the tier 2 if they Roche and then push. So they should just push and force TC back right now. They don't necessarily have to try and go all in on the racks, but at the very least force TC back. And by the way, I do like Radiance because of Abaddon.
Yeah, that is true. It's going to be nice. He canceled the stomp. There's no point in canceling it because if you're already channeling the cast, it's not going to stop it from wasting it anyways. But I make that same mistake so often. It doesn't really matter. I mean, why not throw it up? I guess if you're going to be, hit up with something, it's kind of an issue. Arrow's going to fly and miss. So they throw up a lot of attacks here, and they don't get anything for it, but they can just regroup in just a couple of seconds and go back into it again. So that seems to be what they're doing. Astral Spirit sieging again, being so effective with that. Demon taking damage. Sleep is up in a couple of moments here. Song's going to fly in. No BKBs, obviously. Blink out. Coming from the side here, TP as well. 1437. Now there's Mason here in the fight. He's going to look for a pound. Shiva Guard is going to fly. Fisher up as well. Impetus damage is going to go. There's the Enchant Totem. They grab the kill. Arteezy. No, the arrow's missing everybody, but just barely. Vacuum in. Walls on the ground. Arteezy in trouble. Mystical is going to save his life. There's the Echo Slam for PVD. Clairvoyant still alive. The Urn Charge. TC trying to fight. Time Lapse is going. Aghanim Scepter. Long range. Not doing any damage here, or at least not enough. Starstorm and the right click. Not enough there. TC might get hit the arrow. He's got to go to the left here. He will make it away. Snake King wants this kill desperately. Surge forward. I don't think he's going to grab this. Oh, the TP coming out as well. The Fisher! PPD, no, he didn't get it. He didn't get it. How did that not work?
Lincoln's, oh man, that was
right.
really, really scary.
Yeah.
Especially since the vacuum was coming out too, but that was very, very ballsy play. But yeah, it's you saw how the Radiant side was able to just completely dominate the team fight. The fact that they had to chase TC away was good for the Dire side, especially since they didn't get the kill because they couldn't continue to push. But Snake King might go down here. As long as they group up, they should be fine. They group up for these team fights. Like the Abaddon is really good with Radiance being able to increase TC's survivability, but...
Oh boy, look at Universe. He's got a Mask of Madness, not doing nearly enough damage. He might go down here. He wants TC. There's the time lapse, however. Arteezy is going to fall. TC's going to grab that kill. Fighting left, right, and center.
He just grabbed the gem.
Maybe? Yeah, this is not good. PPD is going to grab it. He will go down because of it. 1437 trying to get it. Not going to happen. Mason didn't grab it. Who got it? Looks like it is going to be... Mason? No. Weaver. The gem's on the ground, actually. Clairvoyant's in trouble. He'll fall. What is this game? There's feeds everywhere. There's a triple kill for Fog. Now the gem's on the ground. That's a team wipe somehow. I don't know what the hell is happening. Mason calls GG. That should have happened about 20 minutes ago because Mason likes to call GG from time to time. But yeah, this is a clowny-ass game. Huh, Cap?
Like, I don't know how Peter's, like, behind enemy lines bullshit of just running up there, grabbing the gem, and booking it backwards. But it worked perfectly because it forced the enemy team to keep going in.
Yep.
And, dang, they got the gem in the end. They completely wiped the Dire side. Just as long as they don't get picked off while everyone's reviving, Fog goes back to base, heals up, 5-man through middle. They've got this game in the back.
I mean, I feel like at some point, if they keep doing that and they don't get the racks and they keep dying, at some point or another, the Dire team's going to be like, all right, listen, we're doing all right for ourselves here. We got a couple of items. I mean, there's a BKB up on Clairvoyance now, which is good. It's not amazing. I mean, obviously, anytime you can get a BKB is nice, but at 31 minutes is not the best option. Then again, who am I talking? What am I saying? I got a 20-minute Blink Dagger on an Enigma yesterday at, like, gosh. I actually got a 50-minute BKB, so...
Listen, there's a difference between being able to provide critical analysis and being able to do so, alright?
True.
You're good.
Agreed.
You're good.
Excellent. Right. That's like the... I feel like there's another way to put that. Like, as a caster. You can say shit, but you can't always do shit. At least that's it for me. Like, I can never do shit. I mean, sometimes I can. I surprise myself, but regardless, there's gonna be a song here in the tier 3 tower, or at least where it was. They're gonna try to fight this. Mason gonna throw up his Dark Pack, missed the pounce as well. Shiva's guard. There's the Fisher Vacuum in. Echo Slam on top of it. Arteezy gets blown up. He's still alive, but just barely. The Earth Splitter's gonna fly, missing Arteezy, but almost a little bit there. TC and Demon on the backside looking to do stuff here. Can't really accomplish anything. They have to get out of there, and it looks like Clairvoyance will make it away as well. And we'll see if we can get out here. Our impetus damage is going to work. Sentry Ward's on the ground. More impetus damage. Can't even say the words. And they're going to try to go for the Raxes here. The siege is on. This is actually still a pretty good siege for them. If they can grab the Rex, they'll be okay. TC's going to run right out now. He's got his time up, so if he gets in trouble, he can use that as well. Sleep's going to fly. TC got to get enchanted right now and tip impetus damage. God, I can't say that word. They grab the kill. Demon, borrowed time's going as well. Vacuum back in. Nicely done. Fogged. There's the Hex up on Demon. Demon's going to go down. Everybody is Dunzo McDunzo, and that is going to be a set of racks, maybe even GG for this game.
Yeah, that even without the wall in that team fight, like the fact they were able to pick up TC was a great start to it, but it's just, there's no way. The Elder Titan, that aura so early on, like it's 33 minutes in, but it's still extremely effective. Murano was able to pick up a pretty good large amount of farm still, and had an NKB. There's just no, you can't really fight that very easily. You just need really good split push and really good ganking power to offset that major team fight that they have.
Yeah.
And they just fed away their early advantage. Like, the lanes were supposed to go well for the Dire, and they were supposed to turn that into Slark and maybe the Naga and the Troll being able to move around and gank people. And with the team fights happen, they had Abaddon, the Naga Siren to fall back on defensively, so they could go pick off a hero and stop the team fight back up and just delay the team fights as long as possible until like 40-45 minutes in, when they start having some really heavy carry power. But
yeah, but they couldn't get there on the Dire side, and the Radiant side, they just played that perfectly. I feel like PPD really impressed me with his Earthshaker play, so I don't know about you. I think he was my MVP of the game. Fog played well as well. You never said a Mask of Madness, so that's always nice to see, but I don't know. It's a good game. It's a fun game. Fun game. Can't complain.
definitely a lot of action.
Yeah.
Definitely a lot of action.
Yep.